A little bit unusual tonight. Solar couldn't be with us because obligations. So Chibi's here, and Chibi, are you into
Yeah.
books?
You know, this seems like something I've already read before, I've already heard before.
Oh, really?
It's just a little. I don't know, I'd have to check the.
You won't find it. It's not there.
Won't find what? I have a whole huge stack of books behind me. I don't know. Am I into books?
You're not going to find the Dead Sea Scroll that contains the archive of when we tried this the first time. But you will find this.
He eventually will share his screen and realize that he's not yet.
Yeah.
Y'all get to see it. I don't.
Well, actually, this was sort of an illusion. We started to do this a few minutes ago, and Solar came very late and couldn't make it. So, anyway, Scrooge, based presumably on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
Oh, see, I thought you said screwed.
No, Scrooge, not Screwed. I mean, we got screwed because we had to pull this up, but anyway. Hmm. Escape key for a pop-out menu. Try out all options. YN for yes, no. Complete name. Only written queries and comments. No helpline. I generally don't think that's my problem, Volty. Numlock key is off.
Ah, that's some special art.
Hmm. That's like I am mean art. The Scrooge preview follows. Hmm.
Oh, I got logged in. What the heck?
You adopt the guise of this character during the adventure. You will meet relations, old friends, weird creatures, and death itself. The game follows. Have fun.
Uh, which is being weird and not sending me my email. Oh, there it is.
Hmm.
Apparently, I got logged out. I was not aware that I got logged out.
JB, do you have the chat up?
Well, that would imply that I could actually log into CSED chat because it's being weird. There we go.
You should be able to see what Volty has sent thus far.
There we go. Hey, I didn't mind the Disney one at all.
This has been fucked over by Disney. Message from the publisher? Sure, why not?
I got
Oh,
addicted at
okay. This is one of those do not pirate public service announcements, it looks like, for the most part. What does this have to say? You are Ebenezer Scrooge, the central character in the story of A Christmas Carol. You are settling down for another mean Christmas. As Scrooge, you can relive his life and experiences. Being Scrooge, you should attempt to behave like him and think like him. To fully experience the adventure, you should look at all the alternatives. Many functions are random in the program and may produce different results each time you play. Proceed with care and save your game position when you finish. When you have completed Stage 1, you will be allowed to begin Stage 2, the Afterworld.
I visited a channel for 5 minutes one night last week just to see about gift subbing with people for a Twitch promotion,
Mm.
and I got gift subbed instead. I don't even know who this person is. Either of them. I'm just like, oh, great.
Oops.
I have a month worth of free chat stuff for them now.
Well,
Just
that's
like,
nice.
oh,
Hmm.
okay. many months do I got?
He was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge. A squeezing, grasping, scraping, clutching, greedy old sinner. Hard and sharp as flint, from which no steel had ever struck out generous fire. Secret and self-contained, and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheek, stiffened his walk, made his eyes red, his lips blue, spoke out shrewdly in his grating voice. A frosty layer was on his head and on his eyebrows and his wiry chin. He carried his own low temperature always about him. He iced his coffee on work days and didn't thaw it 1 degree at Christmas. Heat and cold had little influence on Scrooge. No warmth could warm, no wintry weather chill him. No wind that blew was bitterer than he, no falling snow was more intent upon its purpose. The heaviest rain and snow and hail and sleet could boast of the advantage over him in only one respect. They often came down handsomely, and Scrooge never went down at all. Your quest begins in your dingy counting house at the office. You are checking accounts while your clerk is copying letters in a dismal little cell while trying to warm himself at a candle. Your nephew enters your office bidding you a Merry Christmas and asks you to dine with his family tonight.
Think about it.
Think about it?
Yeah.
Your nephew is displeased. After a very heated argument, you send your nephew on his way with a very definite refusal. He announces the offer is still available if you should change your mind. He exchanges Christmas greetings with the clerk on the way out. On the evening of Christmas Eve, your clerk, Bob Cratchit, approaches you asking about his Christmas holidays.
No day.
You quickly refuse, leaving him with a look of pain on his face, and tell him that you will see him at 9 sharp tomorrow morning. You have condemned yourself with this decision. There are limits beyond which even Scrooge will not go. I will be too kind to you and let you choose again.
What? 1 day off. So B.
He is overjoyed with your decision and praises your generosity. Workers had a really hard life in Dickens' time and got little or no time off. Will you give him pay for his day off?
No.
You refuse to give him pay for his day off, and he is terribly disappointed. You set off in the direction of your home with 10 pounds in your pocket and the word humbug on the tip of your tongue in case you should meet anyone. We're at location 1. So, never mind the slightly disjointed map here.
Yeah, just a little broken.
Location 1, the office, the nephew's home, the shops, the carnival, the bank, the park, the tavern, Cratchit's home, and Scrooge's home. Where to?
Oh. 9?
Nope.
Oh, you can't.
It seems
Okay.
we may only be able to go to adjacent locations. So we're currently at the office.
So, 5?
You want to go to the bank?
Yeah.
That's not adjacent either.
3?
Do we have a token? Well, that's just too bad.
Okay.
So now we're at the shops.
Now can we go to the bank?
Apparently, no.
Okay. 6, the park?
Yes, thank you. As you approach the park, you pass through a long alley which has obviously been occupied by the poverty-stricken since time began. The babble of arguments and fighting echo from every window. So,
Okay.
so we have 10 pounds on hand, and apparently, I would guess 5 in a savings book.
Yes, which I would believe be a bike.
Hmm. As you come, as you come to the exit, a dog blocks your way, biting and snapping angrily at you.
Well, we can't feed him something, so I guess ignore him.
The dog is not amused by your manners and attacks you, barking savagely, and chases you away. You are terrified and exhausted before the dog gives in. You are very angry that the owner does not keep the dog on a lead. So
Back at the shop.
we got chased back to the shops.
Okay. 4?
Enter the
Oh my
code to
God.
pass.
No.
Sorry, that's not right. You may not go to the carnival yet.
Okay, so I guess the only other way we can go is 2? Okay.
Not from the carnival.
1?
You return to your office, which is cold and lonely.
2?
You arrive at the front door of your nephew's house. There is no one at the door to greet you, but you may enter the hall anyway. Well,
I thought we were going. What the hell?
you said 2, didn't you?
I did, but I didn't realize it was gonna go inside.
Well, now we have to.
Apparently, I guess A?
As you enter the dining room, your nephew asks you why you have come after being so rude earlier. Do you wish to apologize?
Yes?
You say that you are sorry and that you would like to come in if he doesn't mind. He forgives you in the spirit of the season. As you enter the dining room, the children rush out to greet you and say how delighted they are that you were able to make it. You quickly mention that it was your duty to come and that you won't stay long. You enter the dining room to be greeted by all of your nephew's relations, few of whom you have ever taken the trouble to meet. The conversation jumps from one subject to another, but finally settles on charity. Your cousin Blazer, lacking tact, suggests that you are pretty stingy when it comes to giving. You are quite embarrassed in front of all the guests. What do?
B. We can begin an argument.
You really are a nasty fellow to have as a guest. Your nephew Bob breaks up the dispute and the subject is changed. You sit down and enjoy a glorious meal, after which you decide it is time to leave. Your nephew begs you to stay just a little while longer.
Oh. I have no idea.
Yeah, we're a little off the beaten path, aren't we?
Yeah, just a little.
Well, do something.
I don't know what to choose. I'm just like, what the heck? I'm so confused.
Should I just take over?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll play with the children.
Okay.
You decide to spend an extra hour playing with your nephew's 2 boys. You help them up on the rocking horse and you chase them around in Blind Man's Bluff. As you leave, a tear falls from your eye as you lament never having had children of your own. Do you wish to give them some money?
No. Yeah.
I'm going to go to the kitchen and check some stuff out, starting with the kitchen table. An assortment of books and gifts. I'll take a book.
Yeah.
You get a book. When you open it, you see a secret code message. Code is Iceman.
Hey!
Write that down, would you?
You should make me take all the notes tonight.
Well, considering you just handed me the reins of the story.
Okay.
Alright, switch to dining room. And play a game of cards. You settle down to a game of poker with your cousin Albert, a big man with a booming laugh. You explain from the start that you never gamble money, but you are still very intent on winning. It is a very close game, and you need an ace to win. You watch with impatience as you are dealt the important card. It is an ace. He congratulates you on your victory and presents you with a present. You are very excited as you haven't received a present in years. It is a beautiful coat for which you thank him greatly. As the clock strikes 10, you take your leave, expressing your gratitude to your nephew.
Oh,
Let's get a gift this time. And we get a gift token. Dining room.
Back to the kitchen for the fireplace?
Yeah. You examine the fireplace but do not find anything of interest. Your hands are now covered in coal dust and you go away in a huff.
Now would be the time to leave.
Yeah. Now we can go to the shops.
Or the bank. Oh, yes.
We have a token. You stop to have a look at what's available in the grocer's shop. He wishes you a Merry Christmas. Do we wish to say humbug?
Yes.
You mutter humbug under your breath, and the grocer sighs in disgust at your bitterness. While you are in the shop, you see two youths stealing some apples. Do you want to try and stop them?
Yes.
You catch them as they leave the shop and tell them to stop. They drop the stolen apples and sprint off to a hiding place. You pick up the apples. What do?
I guess return them. It's not like we need it. We would have thought.
You walk back to the grocer's shop with the apples, and he is delighted. He saw the whole episode and shows you his gratitude by giving you his beautiful steak.
Hey! So we can buy something, or... Shadow!
So, question for you.
Yeah.
Would you like to get back on the beaten path?
So that means use the steak, get the dog?
Well, we have a steak.
I know.
Isn't there something we ought to bring to the Cratchits?
Oh, you mean the goose?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You get goosed magnificently.
I know.
That's good for the moment. The grocer bids you farewell, and you depart into the cold, frosty night, and you quicken your pace in order to get home before it snows.
Now we can go to the park.
We can go to the park or the carnival. Thinking we ought to keep this in order.
Okay, carnival.
Enter the code to pass.
Iceman.
Iceman. You find you are walking into a crowd of people, and after a couple of strides, you realize you are entering a carnival. Excited.
I don't think they're
here.
Salty. 710. Shadow!
I can check it, but to my knowledge it won't. Or my guess on the map at least, it won't take it. Excited people are running everywhere, shouting about different attractions, such as the strong man and the pony rides. You listen with disdain, as you have always held the strong belief that carnivals are for fools who feel time and money are for wasting. As you leave the carnival, you see 3 attractions grouped together.
Fortune teller.
Mm-hmm. You pay £1 as you enter Madame Zaza's tent. She sits in front of you, dressed like a gypsy, with an old scarf wrapped around her head. With a loud shriek, she starts stroking her crystal balls, which appear to be filled with mist. Suddenly, to your amazement, the vision clears, and you see clearly your own spirit being tortured.
What's tough one?
Huh?
Stay?
Okay. Even though you are horrified by this vision, you remain seated and the vision disappears. She says she sees one chance for you to save yourself, and it is approaching very soon. You are very relieved as she gives you a playing card symbolizing hope and predicts it could be of great importance to you. Do you wish to examine the fortune teller's tale?
Table, sure.
Table. See the following on the table: a pen, a checkbook, and an empty wallet.
A pen?
I'm curious about something. She looks at you in amazement, surprised to see you back again.
Are you...
I wanted the checkbook.
Wow.
I wanted the checkbook.
Okay. Gonna take it all. Oh.
Is there any reason I shouldn't?
Yeah.
Alright. We still have £2. See if we can increase it at the Wheel of Fortune. Crowd gather around in anticipation and start roaring advice at you. Do we listen to their advice?
What?
Did you say yes or no? I didn't catch that.
Oh, sorry, yes?
There seems to be chaos at first, but everyone roars their opinions and finally seem to agree on red. How do we play this?
Well, what's funny is I initially wanted to choose red anyway.
So you want red?
Yeah.
It's red!
Hey!
We got a little more money. That's good.
We got
for now.
one. We got £1.
Okay, we gained £1. Alright. Go elsewhere. Let's check the magician. You pay £1 on your way in and watch with considerable amusement the antics of the magician for half an hour. Do you wish to volunteer for a trick?
Although I'm guessing the way this is going, sure. Yes.
You step forward and he proceeds to put your head in a guillotine and let the blade drop. You are unharmed and the crowd roars in amazement. Merlin offers you a magic ring for taking part. Do you wish to take it?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Toward the end of the show, you find yourself listening in on a conversation between 2 wealthy-looking men sitting in front of you. They are discussing the thieves who are occupying the park. You take note of all the sound advice to avoid them at all costs if you are traveling through the park. The show ends, and you leave quickly. We've done all we can here.
Yep.
Where to from the carnival?
Oh. We have a choice of either back to the shops or the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Tavern, I guess.
Okay. As you pass by your local tavern, you are tempted to go in and have a drink. Do you wish to go?
Sure, not.
You said sure, why not?
Yeah, sorry.
What is the doorman's name?
Bob.
Not correct. Doorman sends you off.
I guess we're going.
We can get home, it looks like.
Try it, no.
Maybe not. We might have to go straight through Cratchit's.
Yeah, or through the park.
Hmm.
That means back to.
Well,
Shawty, you little fucking shit! Get out! Get out!
Cats.
You'd have to go back to the carnival, back to the shops, and either to the park or back to the nephews to go to the bank.
Oh, you're saying we should go to the bank?
And no, I'm just saying in order to get to Cratchit's. It depends on which way you want to go. Either way, you have to go back through to the shops at least.
Yeah, it doesn't look like 0 counts for anything. Alright, so carnival. I just want to see what this says if you examine the table with nothing on it. Okay.
There's nothing on it.
That's fine.
No.
No need. Alright.
So we have enough to get through. Oh, I was going to say the park.
Well, I mean, I'm going to take it to the bank first and then to the park. Okay. Do we have a pen?
Yes, we do.
You always enjoy your visits to the bank as it reminds you of how much money you've saved over the years. You put most of it into long-term schemes earning high interest and only keep the bare minimum in a current account.
Uh-huh.
The bank manager greets you with a smile which he reserves for only a select number of customers, and you are top of this list. You briefly make sure all your accounts are in order while the manager laments the current presence of the thieves in the park and advises you not to carry too much money with you. So, I think it's smarter to lodge money right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we ought to put it in savings.
Yep.
How much to lodge? How much we got? 1. What happens if we do this? Don't have enough there. He hands you your savings account book, you shake hands with him, and you leave the building. There are 3 entrance gates to the park. The caretaker usually keeps 2 of them closed in order to help control the thieves. No one knows which gate will be open at any given time. Which do we try?
The North Gate?
Nope.
Wow.
Do we jump it or do we leave and try again?
Leave and try again.
Nope.
Which one was that?
Which was what? The gate I chose?
Yeah.
South.
Okay, I was going to say it didn't say anything, and I was trying to choose which gate. So I guess one more time and do the west.
Yeah. I heard B. So, sorry.
It was the...
Bolty seems to believe the thieves will kill us for not having anything on us.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yep. Oh, that path into the park gets us right to the dog. The shop
Nice.
instead of the bank.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Oh, good
Feed
enough.
him something.
What do we feed him?
Steak.
The dog starts chewing hungrily into the steak and forgets totally about your presence. You are in a rage for a while over losing the steak, but finally you are thankful you weren't hurt. Westgate and Hope. That it didn't change on us each time.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's see.
Nope. It's
Okay,
rotating.
so it's either rotating or it specifically wants you to go through the. It either wants you to climb or it wants you to go through the shops that way.
Well, the shops had the dog first and then the gates, so there's no getting around the
Oh,
gates.
interesting.
Let's climb the fence.
Yep.
You are too old. You fall down and get some cuts and bruises. You'll recover. Do you want to try another gate? Well, let's keep cycling and hope to get it. There we go. You stroll into the park, which at this hour is now deserted by all except those who intend spending the night there. You ignore the odd beggar who goes rambling by. About halfway through the park, a group of shabby-looking men start drifting towards you. You quicken your step, but it becomes clear they wish to meet you. How do we play this?
Well, considering that we don't have a pound, keep walking and ignore them.
Doesn't mean we can't offer it.
We don't have something.
So...
Fine, B.
The minute you produce a pound, the thieves converge on you with lightning speed. You do not even get the chance to tell them you were going to give it to them. You struggle to your feet, and you can...
I guess run, because if you fight, that's kind of... It already said that we're old.
So you don't think fighting is the answer?
Oh, why not? Let's see. A.
You challenge Shifty to a fight, which he accepts. He closes in on you, and you may...
Hit him with your cane.
You bring your cane down on his head as hard as you can, and he falls to the ground unconscious. You have defeated him, but his companions are not going to make the same mistake. Your last hour is at hand, and you are helpless. Well, that's death scene.
That was indeed.
Alright, let's diverge a little bit. Let's accept the invitation outright.
Sure. Yeah.
You feel very reluctant, but as his uncle, you feel you are obliged to make an appearance. Then you tell him to go away, and not to be bothering you since you are very busy. And on the evening of Christmas Eve, Bob Cratchit. Let's give him a week.
Okay.
The real Scrooge wouldn't dream of giving a week's holidays. I will give you another chance to choose. 3 days. I think you are an imposter pretending to be Scrooge. You don't expect me to believe that if you were really Scrooge, you would do that. I'm trying to think of a punishment for your deception. Do you think I should... A. Abandon you. B. Make you start again. C. Ignore your decision. D. Fuck the fourth wall.
Hey, abandon me. Oh my god.
Whoops. Hold on. That was me being stupid. Stand by. Bear with me. Abandon said, I think you should start again and perhaps you will learn how to be the real Scrooge in the future. Make you start again. That says the same thing. Oh, well then. Well then. Okay, one day. Okay, so paying Cratchit for the day off gets you to that same place.
Yeah. So.
Accept the invitation. One day off. No pay for day off.
So now we know we have to go to the nephew's. Yeah.
Yep. We'll go in the dining room. Nephew's not here. Give them money. You decide to give them £1 each, which sets off huge celebrations. One of the children gives you some candy in return, which you accept. Kitchen. Kitchen table. Gift token. Dining room. No apology.
What?
You reply that he should be more respectful to his uncle, and with that, another argument erupts. With an angry growl, you bid him farewell. You haven't learned to apologize yet. Back to office. Nephew's house. Enter dining room. Play card game. We don't get a queen, let's keep playing. We get the coat. Yep. Kitchen table. Book. The new code name, or code word is snow.
Okay.
Leave house. I am just trolling. And to the bank.
No, we can't go to the bank because we don't have 10.
Oh, that's right. Leave house. Shops. Say humbug. Stop them. Return them. Get the steak. Buy the goose. Leave the shop. Carnival. Snow. Fortune teller. But I haven't been here before. Fascinating. Fortune teller. Stay a while longer. Examine table. Got playing card. Fortune teller. Magician. Oh, we're out of money. We're at the carnival. Okay, so shop.
So, we don't have to go to the bank though unless we're going to withdraw money.
I am going to withdraw money.
Oh.
Okay. We have depleted.
Savings book 1. Wow, why does it kept it?
Why do we still have one in the savings book?
I know.
It's very strange. No, it shouldn't. Okay, to the park. North gate. Climb fence. Try another gate. South gate. Climb again. Another gate. West gate. Oh my god. West gate. Westgate.
Can we only get through if we go through by the dog?
Possible. North gate. Offer a pound. Run.
Yep.
You hear them. You run quickly away from them, but you hear them get chased. You look around quickly to decide the best escape route. You can.
Into a policeman?
I think so. You dash for the nearest policeman, but he proves too far away. The thieves catch you and drag you into the bushes. Your calls for help will not be heard.
Wow. I can't even make it home.
Alright, so accept invitation. One day. No pay. Nephew. Dining room. Apologize. Let's deviate a little more. Agree slightly. Cousin Blazer calls you a stingy old miser who never gave anybody anything. You are enraged and demand he take it back. He tells you that it is not true that you give when you can. You are the biggest miser in history, he says. Even your nephew says that you are putting on a show pretending to be good. However, he decides to step in and you leave the house. No, I don't. Code is Iceman. Oh, Tom is the name of the doorman at the tavern. Interesting. Kitchen. Fireplace.
How did we learn that instead of getting the code?
That's a fine question, but we're going to go back and get that code.
Dawn.
And now his name's Don.
Yep.
What is going on here? Is this broken?
I think so. Now it's Tom.
Wait. How don't I have a token? I could have sworn.
Don't know. I think this is broken.
That was weird. Okay. Alright, gonna have to find a way to get Rain.
Now it's rain? What?
I don't know. This is just weird.
It is. I don't like this.
Well, we're gonna make the rest of this quick then. Humbug.
Yeah.
Stop them. Return them. Get the steak. Get the goose. check money 3. Leave the shop. Carnival. Rain. Fortune teller 1. A checkbook. Fortune teller 3. Now we have to leave. Okay. To the shops. To the nephew. The bank. Withdraw. Savings. Alright, and Cratchits. Let's do this real quick. You're approaching the lane to your house when you realize that you are passing Bob Cratchit's house. You peer in the window at his family rejoicing in the Christmas spirit. You wonder what it is they have to rejoice about, considering the terrible state they live in. You stare in disgust at the pathetic goose that sits on their table.
Yes, we do have a goose.
Do we want to give it to them?
I want to say no, because that's how we get home.
You want to say no?
Yeah.
You walk away, leaving the family into their happiness. I'm sending you back.
8.
That's a long way back. I said no and I still got in.
I was gonna say, what the hell? Sure. Wait. Huh?
Where's my goose?
Now you don't have the goose? What?
I don't know about you, but I think I've had enough. This game is broken.
It is very broken. We can't even get home.
Well, we probably could have gotten home if we had said yes the first time to giving the goose over to the Cratchits. But I no longer feel like giving the satisfaction here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are sure better experiences than this to relive Ebenezer Scrooge's days. But hey, we tried. And hopefully next week we will be back here playing more hamster games. But for now, I'm Alpha.
I'm Chibi.
And we'll close the book on this one right now.